Okay, this week I didn't write it out, or I didn't try to I was reading it. I kept reading it over and over again. I'm like, okay, Pastor put this on me. He want me to write or talk to y'all about the scripture or whatnot. And I've been thinking about it, so I think that's good enough. I wrote down some thoughts, but this is just coming off the top of my head of what I think about it. I feel like that scripture basically means that you're supposed to have faith in God no matter what you're going through. I feel like that when you start to put God first and ahead of your life, I feel like the devil get real mad and he starts to do things that you never would think would happen because you join church. Some people think joining church or getting saved or even getting close to God, they feel like all their problems supposed to disappear and you're supposed to just be perfect after you join or get close to God. But that's when the devil really gets to working hard. And that's when stuff really start happening. Like I'm talking about, I had started having problems with my job. I started having problems with my family. Friends started disappearing when I joined church. I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is stuff being backwards? Like, I'm thinking everything good was supposed to happen, but then I looked at it like, that is good. Like, God is showing me who real and who fake. He's showing me that even after all this trouble that I'm going through with work or whatnot, I still have a job. I still have something that I can get up and go to. And it's like some people who they don't have like nothing at all. It's always somebody in a worse situation. So you can't always hope for a new car or hope to get a better wardrobe or hope for this type of stuff that don't matter. You're supposed to have faith that everything is going to be okay. That's right. No matter what you're going through or who looking at you a certain type of way. You're supposed to have faith that it's going to work out. Right. And it's like, I've been having faith that it's going to work out for me. So it's like, I would pray on something and then I would just leave it alone. My car was messing up. I'm like, okay, this could be something major, an engine or transmission or something. I'm like, I know I can't afford to buy another car right now. The average person to be sitting back stressing and worrying, and me, usually, I would be sitting back stressing and worrying like, okay, how am I going to get this or that done? But I prayed on it and I just let it go. And I went about my day and come to find out, I thought it was something that cost $500. It was something that cost $6. You just never know. You can't really let that dictate your day and dictate your life, a certain situation. And like I said, you would think everything would be perfect, and then dramatic situations that get to happen. Loss of family members, loss of loved ones. You like, well, if it's a God, then why am I going through this and that? Well, that's your test, your test of faith to show okay, well, if this and that is going through, then when is God going to come through? And then you will see blessings get to pouring down, and you're like, how did this happen? How am I meeting these people that's introducing me to this type of stuff? And I never was in that situation, but it's because everything happened for a reason. He'll break you down to your knees when you feel like you don't have to pray, and you feel like you can depend on this man or that woman, or depend on this friend to come through, or depend on this check to come through. And then when it all don't come through, you'll be sitting back thinking like, who now? He will break you down to your knees to where you have no other choice but to praise God, ask God, praise God, have faith in Him. Because if you don't, it'll all go bad. You will be at the top of the world, partying, feeling like you doing good, dressed nice, everybody looking at you, everybody, you feeling yourself. And then, you at the top of the world, and then a dramatic, tragical situation will happen to bring you back to reality. Because when you die, you can't take that type of stuff with you. You really can't take your image with you. We're not even going to have the same body. So you got to get it within yourself. You know what I mean? Because if you don't have it within yourself, then you will never get it. You looking for your mom for direction, or you looking for your friend, okay, well, she did this or that, so maybe I can do that. But you have to find it within yourself and go your own. Pray for direction. That's my main prayers, for direction, because I don't know what to do sometimes, or who to believe in, or what to do. When I pray for that direction, I get led to exactly where I need to be, regardless of what goes on, because we're not perfect. Some people think that you have to be perfect to come to church. Well, I can't go to church because I still smoke, or I can't go to church because I still do this or sell this. But that's why you come here, to get that direction, and get that focus. You know what I mean? You need a church family to hold you up. Sister said one shut them back up. That is so strong. Like, I love my church family. Ever since I've been here, like, that's the best thing that could have happened to me. I had faith my first day when I walked into Now Faith. I said, I hope this is a church that I can like and that I can come back. I hope it's not a fake church and they in here doing this and that. I had faith, and because of that faith, God led me to the right direction. When I missed that one Sunday since I started, my week was, me and Sheena, we was horrible. We were like, friend, we should have went to church. It was horrible, you know, but we keep faith. Not saying that we don't have issues, because we do. We have more issues now, but we don't worry. I don't stress. I sleep fine at night. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about where he at or what he doing, what she at or what she doing, or what club doing this or who's there. I don't care. Like, I literally live stress-free. Even though I'm going through things, I still live stress-free, and it's because of the faith that I have in my future, the faith that I have in God. Before anything, I know that he's going to lead me to where I need to go. I know there's going to be more tragical situations that's going to have me wondering, is this true or is that true? But I know for a fact that God is going to pick me up and lift me out of this situation. And sometimes you got to get knocked down farther than you've ever been to stand up taller than you ever have.